President Obama cooling talks of strikes against Islamic State. This is What's News on WSJ Live. I'm Lee Hawkins. President Barack Obama saying the U.S. has no immediate plans to escalate military operations against Islamic State extremists in Iraq or Syria. He says the U.S. needs to counter the group's advance while formulating a broader strategy to protect U.S. interests and allies. The president says the U.S. is still developing its plan to get Islamic State out of Iraq and Syria, where it has captured large pieces of territory since June. The U.S. is focused on a strategy to create an international coalition to stop the group's acts of violence. The president's comments are bringing about calls from U.S. lawmakers for the Obama administration to outline its strategy. Household spending is falling, a sign that cautious consumers could hold back economic growth in the second half of the year. The July numbers showing personal spending dropping a seasonally adjusted 0.1% from a month earlier. The Commerce Department saying it's the first time spending has fallen for a month since January. Personal spending measures what Americans pay for everything from sneakers to doctor visits. The report is among the first data points to offer insight into the second half consumer spending, which drives about 2/3 of U.S. economic output. Tesco plc is issuing its third profit warning, saying it plans to slash its interim dividend and reduce capital expenditures. The announcement underscores the challenge facing incoming chief executive David Lewis. The UK's largest retailer is struggling against fierce competition in its key home market. As a result, Tesco is slashing its first half dividend by 75% from last year's level. The company is also reducing its full-year capital expenditures by £400 million to no more than £2.1 billion, in part by slowing the rollout of its store refresh program. This is Tesco's third profit warning in 3 years as the company tries to deal with price pressure in the UK grocery market. In that market, the share of Tesco and its large rivals is being eroded by no-frills competitors and the effect of costly investments overseas. For more and to follow these stories, tune in to WSJ Live or go to WSJ.com. I'm Lee Hawkins.